Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. I'm going to welcome you out here to my shop where I've got Bermuda grass. A little update on the Bermuda grass. We've always called it Heat Wave. That was kind of the product name, the brand name of it. And for some legal reasons, I had to go in and change the name. The new name is going to be Alpha Elite. It's the exact same grass seed. Nothing's changed inside the bag. It's just the outside of the bag. And when I get those bags, I'll do a video on it and show you and tell you all about it why we had to change the name. But the Bermuda grass out here, I've got it overseeded in two ways. One side, I overseeded it with Kentucky Blue. The other side, overseeded it with ryegrass. I get the benefit of a cool season turf during the cooler part of the year and even cold, and then I get the benefit of the Bermuda during the summer. Now, I ain't really been able to spend a lot of time out here, so it's not looking its best right now. We've had crazy amounts of rain, some really cold temperatures. It's kind of sapped some of the color out of it. Really done a number on the ryegrass side, but I'm going to go on and start waking it back up today and getting it right for the spring. You can see I got a whole thing of products right here. I got the natural adjuvant, some Humic 12, Green Punch, Aerate, Prodiamine, and some, oh snap, you ain't supposed to see that. Sorry about that. That's classified information right there. And I hope y'all didn't see that. That's a top secret something I'm working on. So get this question all the time. Springtime, can I put down some grass seed or pre-emergent? Which one's more important? Blah, blah, blah. Here's my in general ballpark answer. You put your grass seed down in the fall of the year for cool season turf, fescue, blue, ryegrass. When you plant your cool season turf in the fall, that's going to give it an entire fall, all winter, going up into spring for that root system to really dig, start growing, mature, fill out, all those cool things that happens over the winter time in your cool season turf. And just so happens in the early springtime, that's about the time that soil temperatures start rising and crabgrass is likely to germinate. So that's why you do a pre-emergent. Okay, I like Prodiamine. I know there's Dithiopyr and I think there's a couple other ones out there, but I'm a Prodiamine fan. That's the one I like. Been using it for years and years here at my lawn care company. Nothing but success with it, so that's why I show it to you. And three dudes in a work truck just pulled up across the street and they're staring me down, wondering what the heck I'm doing in front of this camera. So this is going to be odd. Now what Prodiamine does is it's going to create a barrier on the ground, and then when seeds germinate, come in contact with that barrier, it won't let it go no further. That's how it works and stops the crabgrass from getting big and gnarly and ugly so you don't see it in the yard. Now the downfall to that is grass seed don't like pre-emergent either, right? It's still a seed, and to my knowledge, Prodiamine don't have the ability to distinguish between a crabgrass seed or weed seed and a grass seed. But I've got an area out here that needs to be seeded. But I've also got to get my pre-emergent down. So what am I going to do? Well, in an ideal world, an ideal situation, when everything is perfect, like I said, you seed in the fall, fertilize, pump that grass up, push it in the fall, push it in the winter. When you get to the springtime, apply your pre-emergent, then start pushing the turf, getting it going for the summer. That's ideal. And in an unideal situation, sometimes you have to put grass seed down in the spring. It is what it is, right? Maybe you got a new construction home and you don't want to look at mud all year or dirt all year. Maybe you've got, what's another good example? Maybe in the fall when you seeded, maybe you did a renovation and you had some washing out, or, maybe your weather was bad, got too much rain and messed up this little side of the yard or something like that. Maybe you had some grass die during the winter. I don't know, snow mold and stuff like that for you boys up north that deal with that kind of thing. Spring, you might have to be forced to put down grass seed in the spring because you don't want to look at a naked area all year long and have to wait until the fall. So that's where I'm at today. And what I did is I made a boo-boo. It was my mistake. When I was spraying out some Roundup around the edges, I got a little bit out in the grass, probably some drift or that kind of thing, and it smoked off a little bit of ryegrass. I need to put my pre-emergent down, and I'm gonna put some more ryegrass down right there in that corner, so that when I start doing my mowing videos in the spring, y'all ain't got to look at a naked spot. So you can see the bluegrass has got a pretty nice color right now for this time of the year. It still ain't hopping. And over here with the rye, you can see it's just some areas over here that just been kind of set back from the winter. And as soon as I put a little food on it, she's going to pop back to life, and we'll be striping this up again. Now when you come over here, see this area right here? This is 100% user error. I boogered this up. So how am I going to apply my pre-emergent and put grass seed in this area? It's very simple. I'm not going to put pre-emergent in this area. It's literally that easy. What I'll do when I spray, I'll come right around here and wrap right around there. Come right down here and then catch where the grass is good. Start spraying again. Now I'm just going to do everything in my power not to let any of my spray get on this area right here. Once I spray it, I'm going to come out here with a weasel. I'm going to work this ground up real good. Put me a little grass seed on it. Take the weasel again. Work the seed down into the ground a little bit. And I'll be good. Now you can see when I get to this edge right here, I stop. I don't keep spraying. Look how I just kind of go right around that edge right there. But I didn't put anything on this spot right here. Nothing. And you can see I'm just going to come right here and put my grass seed down on the area that I just worked up. And hopefully we'll get a little germination here pretty soon, and this will look good for mowing videos for you. On top of all this, I learned a very valuable lesson. Be a little more cautious when I'm spraying Roundup, right? I think what actually happens, see these cars coming down the road where they bring a little bit of wind with them, draft, and it blows. And honestly, the day I sprayed it, it was zero wind, but maybe the wind from the cars was kind of bumping it over a little bit. That's the only thing I can figure. So nothing's perfect, right? And sometimes fall seeding just don't take well or don't work well. You know, you buy a new home or build a new home and you got dirt in the spring. There's so many different circumstances that would maybe cause someone to have to seed in the spring, and for whatever reason it couldn't be done in the fall. No fear, right? Don't have no fear. Yeah, it's not the prime time to plant fescue, bluegrass, or rye in the spring, because you're trying to hurry up the maturity process and get it mature going into summer. That's just a chance you have to take. It's either that or don't put the grass seed down and look at a naked spot all year. You know, the choice is yours. But for those of you who are daring and live on the edge, that's your option right there. Just don't put no pre-emergent down in the spot you want to seed. Treat the rest of the yard as you normally would. And then when I do my fertilizer, I'm going to go right over top of that. Regardless of the fertilizer I use, I would treat right over top of the seeded area and treat it just like if it were grass there, because those new seeds, when they pop up and start going, they'll use that fertilizer too. So hey, I hope this helped. Hope this answered some of the questions some of you might have had about this, but I've been doing it this way for years, years and years, and we've had zero issues to date. So there you go. Appreciate you watching. I'll check you later.